Hello everyone, so welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, today like in the last video we have completed the all theory parts of statistical description of data. So in today's video we are going to solve 130 questions of the same chapter, statistical description of data, and this video is totally for the CMA foundation student, not for the CA, so please stay away. Okay, so see, the exams are near, not near, it's very near. Okay, so the thing is, I want to tell you one thing. Suppose if you can, many of you will clear in this attempt, and many of you cannot able to clear in this attempt. So please, those who will clear, that's very good for them, and those who cannot able to clear, so guys, don't get depressed. Okay, from now onwards, don't start thinking that, oh, I have not completed this many things, so I cannot able to clear in the first attempt, I will go for the second attempt. Go for second attempt. Who stops you? You have a lots of time. Go for second attempt. See, this is competitive exam, so that's why they had made a attempt, first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, because they know the the competition level is very high, the question paper will be difficult, so that's why they had made the attempt. If not the first attempt, then you will go for second. If not the second, then you will go for third. Many students who have cleared the CMA foundation in fourth attempt, but they have cleared the CMA inter in just one attempt. So we don't know about the life. The life is very unpredictable and it can happen anything anytime. So the thing is, don't lose the hope. Just keep on doing hard working, guys, because hard work pays. Okay, not now, but in future it will pay. Okay, and the very important thing is, see, the lots of people you will meet, they will say that no, you cannot able to do this, this is impossible to you, right? They will say this thing and blah 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 and all. Okay, so every time the word they will say that it is impossible, it is impossible, you will also that it is really impossible. So before saying the impossible and before quitting, you have to remember one thing. What the word you are saying impossible, the word is only saying that I am possible. See this, I am possible. The word you are saying that impossible, it is impossible, but the word impossible itself saying that I am possible. Just try it, just try it. The God will also say that nothing is impossible, just try it. I will give you the things. The thing is, you should have to start. Take the first step, then God is there, it will help you. Okay, because remember the thing, the hard work never will go in a vain. It will help you. Okay, now we'll start with because as you know that we have completed the theory parts and your concept is also clear, so we will go for the, yes, what we will go, yes, we'll go for the questions. And I said you, it is almost 60 plus 40, 100 plus 30, 130 sums. Udi baba. Okay, ashte guys. Multiple choice question. Statistics is applied in, obviously I have said you, statistics is applied in all of the fields, so all of these. Then in scrutiny of data, what will happen? Checking of data is done for managing it. Data is deleted. No, data will not be deleted. And checking of data is done for managing. No, we will not do for managing. Okay, we will see for whether it is accurate, reliable or not. So checking of data is done for consistency and accuracy. Yes, we'll see for the consistency, accuracy, reliable, accurate is there or not. The data which is expressed non-numerically possesses which of the following characteristics? Guys, non-numerically means what? Yes, qualitative. So qualitative means attribute, and numerically means quantitative. Quantitative means variable. See the data which is expressed numerically. Numerically means yes, quantitative. So quantitative means it is a variable. Yes. Primary data is collected by investigator for the first time. Yes, obviously collected from another investigator, which would have been collected. So this is a secondary. The international sources of data like WHO, it's not WHO, it's WHO. ILO, IMF, World Bank, etc. are example of this. All is example of guys what? Secondary data. Private and government organization are sources of. Obviously, these all are secondary data. Monthly income of an employee. See, monthly income means what? Discrete means discontinuous. No, it's not a discontinuous, right? An attribute is the which is like a word form. The monthly income is not in a word form like good. Your monthly income will be good. Your monthly income will be high. No, it have some values. 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. Okay, so what is happening? It have some values. So attribute will not be there. Either discrete or continuous. See, the monthly income means you will get on a monthly basis. On a monthly basis. So it is a continuous, right? You will get the monthly data continuous. Sorry, you will get the monthly income continuous basis. Then nationality of a student. Obviously it is attribute because nationality is what? Quality, and quality is attribute. Taste of the people. Taste of the people is also attribute. See, discrete variable is very less where will come a discontinuous. And taste of the people is not continuous. Okay, taste is like a quality. So this attribute. Weight of the student. Yes, weight is a numeric. The numeric means continuous. Color of a person. The color, which color? Attribute because it is a quality. Data collected on caste from the census report is, see, data collected on caste. So you are collecting the data on caste from census report. So from census, the census is already what? Yes, the census is already like they have published. So you are taking the help. So it's a secondary data. Then next is the data collected on height and weight of students after recording their height and weight with a measuring tape and weighing machine. So it's a primary because you are collecting it for the first time, the height and weight of a student, the primary data. The primary data is collected by interview method, mail questionnaire method, direct observation method, all of the above. Yes, it is all of the above. It is all of the above because these are the methods of primary. The quickest method, yes, the quickest method of collecting primary data, guys, quickest is telephone. Because direct interview you have to reach, it will take a time. Indirect interview, again you have to wait, like you have asked the question, someone is going to reply on behalf of that person, so you have to wait. Telephone interview, direct, right? Observation method, guys, you have to wait for a long time, then you will observe it. So the quickest method is telephone method. Okay, guys, remember the thing, the quickest method, if they will ask, telephone method, but they will ask the best method to collect data. Okay, fine, this is different. So the best method to collect data in case of natural calamity, so guys, personal interview, because natural calamity means until and unless you will not take the because see, direct observation you can't do, because you don't know the natural calamity when happen, right? And telephonic, because natural calamity will happen, no one will use the telephone, either the connection will lost or they have lost the mobile layer there. So personal interview is the best. You will reach to that direct person and directly you can interact and ask. Dash method of collection of data cover the widest area. Obviously telephone. Mailed is all, sorry, direct interview not, mailed question is also there which collect the data widest. See, covers the widest area, telephone and mail, both is there which covers the widest area, telephone also and mail. But the reason is why I am selecting telephone, and you should have to also select the telephone, because yes, the response in telephone is faster as compared to mail. Okay, different modes of presentation. Different modes of presentation, guys. First we have studied about textual, then tabular, then diagrammatic, because we know that statistics is a systematic. The best method of presentation of data, guys, best method of presentation is tabular method. Wait a minute. The best method is tabular. Remember the thing, best method is tabular. Okay, next is the most attractive method of data presentation is diagrammatic. Guys, remember the thing, the best method of presentation of data is tabular. The best method is what? Best method is tabular, but most attractive is diagrammatic, because diagram, it looks like attractive, right? Diagram. So in tabulation caption is what? Yes, in tabulation, what we said about the caption is column. So caption is, see, the upper part of the table that describe column and subcolumn is a caption. Left part of the table describing the rows is, obviously we know the stub, left part, and row is stub. Right side and column is caption. Yes. Histogram is a dash graph. Obviously, guys, histogram is a bar graph in a continuous form. It's not a line, it's not a pie chart. Which of the following is true? Okay. Textual presentation is most accurate mode of, no, textual is not the most accurate. So that's why we are not using the textual. Tabulation is the most accurate mode of data presentation. Yes, tabulation is the most accurate. The most accurate method of data presentation, diagrammatic. No, diagrammatic we are taking the approx. Right? In tabular you can see the menu. When you will go for the restaurant, the menu guys, directly they will write the menu, right? Suppose if you are taking a what you can say, non-veg thali or veg thali, whatever, the South Indian thali, North Indian thali, they will write directly 420 rupees, 500 rupees, 600 rupees. Okay, but in diagrammatic we are taking the approx 20 crores. We are not taking 20 crores, 30,200. We are not taking like that. Okay, so tabulation is the most accurate data. Sorry, most accurate mode of data representation. Multiple line chart. Okay, multiple line chart is, see, representing two or more related time series expressed in same unit, because different unit is multiple axis. So multiple line chart is same unit. Okay. Horizontal bar diagram is what, guys? Horizontal bar diagram is qualitative and vertical bar diagram is quantitative. Okay, we have studied before also, right? We considered multiple or grouped bar chart to, yes, compare related series, because multiple or group means it will compare the related series. Compare different components, no. Compare different components relating the component as a whole, no. Okay, fine. This is the formula used in pie diagram, pie angle, pie chart or central angle, all are same. The formula is this: value of the component divided by total value of all the components into 360 degree. Okay, spatial classification, guys, remember the thing, spatial classification is a classification of units on the basis of geographical area. The spatial classification is based upon the geographical area. Okay, classification. Next is classification of units on the basis of time. Very good. The classification of unit on the basis of time is temporal classification, right? Spatial is what? Geographical, based upon location. Qualitative, based upon some words like quality. Quantitative, based on numeric. So time is, basis of time is temporal classification. In twofold, guys, twofold classification, we classify the data into two categories because it is a twofold. So two categories. The aim of classification of the data. What is the aim of the class? What is the aim of the classification of data? So aim of the classification of data, to facilitate further statistical analysis. Yes, When we do the classification, we'll get to know the analysis. To facilitate comparison, here comparison of data. To eliminate unnecessary details, yeah. So answer is all of the above. Okay. Next is classification of data on basis of attributes, right? Attributes. So attributes is what? Tell. Yes. Attributes means what? Quality, right? And quality is what? Ordinal classification. In tabulation, source of the data, source. The source where we will write in the source note. If any is shown in, see, source note is not there. I have said if source note is not there, then we have to take the footnote. The data given as 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 will be called as discrete series. Why it is discrete? Because you can see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. This all is what? This all is a discontinuous. It's not like a continuous, right? Continuous means we know the graph. Sorry, we know the table 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. It is a continuous. Okay, so it's a discrete. It's not an individual series. Okay, it's a discrete because it is non-continuous. Okay, question number 38. Cost of paper for a week under the heads like heads, raw material, labor, direct production and other were they are given 23, 18, 32, 17. What is the difference between the central angle? Central angle means yes, pie chart means pi angle. What is the difference between the central angle for the largest and smallest component? So they ask like difference between the central angle of largest and smallest component. Guys, you have to find a difference between for the largest and smallest. So what is the largest? Largest is 32. What is the smallest? The smallest is 17. So 32 minus 17, it will become the value of the component is 15. Right? The value of the component is what? Value of the component is 15. 1, 5, 15. Then divided by total value of all the components. So total value of all the components we have to add 23 plus 18 plus 32 plus 17. You are getting 90 into obviously 360 degree. Okay, so 15 divided by 90 into 360, it is 59.99. You will get 59.99. So 59.99 means what? It is nearest to 60. Simple. I see why I have taken the difference, because they have already said difference between the central angle of largest and smallest component. So difference between the largest and smallest component. So I have taken the largest is 32, smallest is 17. So that difference is 15. Okay. Now diagrammatic representation of diagrammatic representation of data is done by diagrammatic. So it's diagram also, chart also, picture also, all of these. When two or more related time series are expressed in different unit, yes, different unit means what? Multiple axis chart. Same unit is multiple line chart. Systematic arrangement of values with their respective frequency. Guys, remember the thing. Systematic arrangement of their values with their frequency. So don't think that it is frequency means frequency distribution is the answer. No. They said systematic arrangement of their values with their frequency. It is a probability. Remember the thing, guys, this is very important. They will ask in the examination. So it's not a frequency means it's not a frequency distribution. It is a probability distribution. Okay. Next is the word statistics is used in dash senses. We know that it is used in two senses. Singular and plural. So two singular and plural. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Statistics is a method of dash in the face of uncertainty. Guys, statistics is a method of decision making. Statistics is not a method of calculating, right? It will not calculate what will calculate. It's not describing anything. It's a decision making, a comparison of the data from previous to now, or the analysis of the data, right? So statistics is a method of decision making. Okay, statistics can what? Prove anything? No, it's approx data. Disprove anything? No. Neither prove nor disprove anything. It is just a tool. Yes. Statistics can be statistics can best be considered as art, science. Yes, both art well as science, because stats is in both. Data originally collected for an investigation. Data originally means by your own, without the help of anyone. Originally collected for an investigation is known as obviously primary data. Most statistical analysis rest upon primary, secondary. No, it depends upon secondary, because whenever you are going to take the data, what we will do, first of all we'll search in the Google, Chat GPT, so we'll depend mostly on secondary data. Questionnaire method cannot be used when the informants, okay, questionnaire method, mailed questionnaire method, or cannot be used when informants are illustrative. When informants are example, illustrative means like example, so we cannot able to use it. Okay, next is question number 49. Secondary data are what? Should never be used. No, it's wrong. Should be used after carefully. Yes. No scrutiny is required. No. So should be used after scrutiny, because we have to know, we have to check whether it is correct, reliable or not. In chronological classification, chronological data are classified on the basis of, guys, chronological means time. Yes, good. Say. So geographical classification means classification of data according to geographical means, guys, location. Which of the following would you read as discrete variable? Oh, discrete means, guys, obviously number of persons in the family. Height and weight and wages, guys. See, height, weight, wages is what? Yes, it is not a discrete. Discrete is the number of persons in a family, because height, weight, wages all is quantitative. Quantitative means what? Variable, right? Number of persons is not of number of persons in a family will not be same, so discrete, because it is a discontinuous. Bar diagrams are, oh, bar diagrams are, guys, obviously it is a one dimension. Bar diagram is just one dimension. Graph of time series are called dash, whereas graph of frequency distribution are called, okay, see, graph of frequency distribution is called as histogram. So either A or B. So both histogram, no, it is a B. See, graphs of frequency distribution are called histogram, and graph of time series are called histograms. In two-dimensional diagram, only height, only weight, both height and weight. Yes, it is a two dimension, so both height and weight is considered. Only height, only weight in one dimension. Height, weight, thickness, three dimension. So two dimension means we'll take the two things, height and weight. Statistics is concerned with qualitative, quantitative. Yes, both qualitative and quantitative, because statistics we have seen the both. Okay, classification is of dash kinds. Obviously, classification is of four kinds. The unit of measurement in tabulation is shown in box head, because box head, everything is given in the box head, the title and the unit of measurement, everything. The data collected on height of a group of students after recording their weight. So it's a primary data, because first time you are collecting the height and weight of the student. Okay, next, the series, this is categorized as, so guys, see, okay, this series what we have seen is based upon what? Is based upon years. Is based upon years. So years means time series. So this is done for the exercise A. Now we'll go for the exercise B. Okay. The the number of times a particular item occurs in a given data. Obviously guys, it is a frequency, because number of times a particular items occurs in a given data means its frequency, how many times it is occurring. Cumulative frequency means when we will keep on doing the addition of frequency. Okay, length or width of a class interval is what? It's the difference between the upper class boundary and lower class boundary. Guys, I have said you, it's not the upper class limit and lower class limit. No, it is upper class boundary and lower class boundary. If you are taking as upper class limit and lower class limit, it will lead to second attempt. So you have to take the boundary, upper class boundary and lower class boundary. When tabulation is done with respect to discrete random variable, guys, discrete means what? Grouped, no. Probability theoretical, ungrouped, because discrete is ungrouped. The frequency distribution with continuous variable, obviously continuous means grouped frequency distribution. The difference between the upper limit and the lower limit divided by 2. Upper limit and lower limit divided by 2 is nothing. Because see, frequency density, we don't have this formula. Class mark or mid value is what? Upper limit minus lower limit. No, upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. Right, is the class mark or midpoint. Width, no. Upper limit minus lower limit. Right, upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2 is nothing, none. In dash series, the upper limit of one class is lower limit of other class. So upper limit of one class is lower limit of other class. It's a exclusive, because inclusive both will remain same. The upper limit of one class and the lower limit of other class both will remain same, like 0 to 10, 10 to 20. So upper limit of one class and lower limit of next class both are same in inclusive. Different means exclusive. Sorry guys, I have said opposite. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Okay, see, in dash series, upper limit of one class is the lower limit of other next class, mean the same, like 0 to 10, so 10 to 20. So 10 means 0 to 10, 10 to 20. So 10 means what? Upper limit of one class is the lower limit of next class. So it is exclusive, because it is a continuous. So continuous means exclusive. A frequency distribution with two variable, guys, two variable means what? Bivariate. Frequency density corresponding to the class interval is the ratio of, see, this type of formula they will ask in the examination. So frequency density is class frequency divided by class length. This is very important, guys. Ninth number. Relative frequency for a class lies 0 to 1. The relative frequency of a class will every time it lies between 0 to 1. Okay, median of the distribution can be found out graphically. So median, how we will find? Yes, we'll find with the help of ogives. Quartiles can be found out graphically. See, quartiles means what? Yes, remember the thing, guys, median property is quartile, decile and percentile. What are the median properties? Yes, median properties are quartiles, decile and percentile. So this is the quartile, the properties of median. How we can find the median graphically? By ogives. So how we will find the quartiles graphically? It's ogives. The number of students who opted chartered accountancy as a profession for 13 years in the location is given below. See the 13 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What is the number of students who opted for less than 3 years? Guys, less than 3 years. Less than 3 years means we will use only 1 year and second year, because they have said less than 3. So less than 3 means only 1 and 2. So 1 is 53, 2 is 42. We will add 53 plus 42. it will become 95. Yes, answer is 95. Very simple. Okay, next is the following data relates to income of 200% in a company. Okay, 200%. What is the percentage of persons earning less than 30,000? Guys, percentage of person earning less than 30,000 to less than 30,000. So here it is still 10 to 20,000, income in 1000. So 10 to 20,000, 20 to 30,000. Less than 30,000 means we will consider till here, because here it is 30 to 40,000. More than 30,000. So less than 30,000 means this. We'll add this to 32 plus 46. 78, because percentage means what? We'll see this. It's number 78 divided by total values. So total values means 32 plus 46 plus 64 plus 23 plus 35. You are getting 200. Oh sorry, obviously guys, they are given the income of 200%. 78 divided by 200, whatever you will get, you have to multiply with 100, because you have to find the percentage. So this into 100 will find the percentage. So you are getting 39. So answer is 39. Yeah. Okay. When one end of a class is not specified, guys, one end of a class is not specified, then it is open end, because one end is not there to open end. For an overlapping class 0 to 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300, the class mark of 0 to 100. Class mark is, yes, upper class plus lower class divided by 2. The upper class is 100 plus lower class is 0. 100 plus 0 is 100 divided by 2 is 50. The curve obtained by joining the midpoints where x coordinates are the midpoints. X coordinates are, guys, midpoint of class interval, and y coordinates are corresponding frequency. So this already we have studied. It is frequency curve. You can see the notes what I have given there. Okay. So if it is a midpoint, remember the thing, guys, if it is a midpoint, it is a frequency curve. Talking about histogram, which of the following statement about histogram rectangle is not false? Histogram rectangle is not false, means it is correct. Generally there are 5 rectangles in every histogram. No, it's wrong. The rectangles are proportional in height to the frequency of the class. Yes, it is same, because see, the height of the rectangle, it will be like proportional in height to the frequency, because this side is frequency. So whatever the value is their frequency, we will draw the height of the rectangle till that only, right? So they said the height are proportional in, sorry, rectangles are proportional in height to the frequency of the class, obviously. Intersection point of less than and more than O gives. Guys, what O gives will give? Obviously O gives will give the median. Which of the following data find less than cumulative frequency for class 10 to 15? Less than cumulative frequency of class 10 to 15. So 10 to 15 means this. So 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 8, 15. Answer is 15. Because they said less than they said cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency means we have to just keep on adding the frequency. So they said of the class 10 to 15. So 10 to 15 is still here. So 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 8, 15. That's it. Okay. Most extreme values which would be included in a class interval. The most extreme value which can be included in the class interval, guys, every time it will be a class boundary. We will not see the class limit, we will not see the class interval. It is a class boundary. Okay, a frequency distribution. Arrange observation in increasing order. Yes, it will be in increasing order. Arrange observation in terms of number of groups, right? Obviously it will be group 0 to 10, 10 to 20, they have different frequency. Relates to a measurable characteristics, yes. So answer is all of the above. For a particular class boundary, the less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequency is added up to total frequency. Yes, the less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequency is added up to total frequency. That's true. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Idiot. Okay. Class frequency by width. The class frequency by width of a class is defined as what? Tell me. Yes, it is a frequency distribution. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, say. Okay, frequency density. Frequency density is the construction of dash when the class are of unequal width. Guys, class are of unequal width. So O gives, we don't care about the class. Frequency polygon, we will see about the histogram, and the middle we will draw that. We know how to draw the frequency polygon. So it all depends upon histogram. The number of observation corresponding to the particular class. So number of observation corresponding to the particular class is known as the dash of that class. So it's a class frequency because observation corresponding to the particular class. So class is written to 0 to 10. It's observation. What we call? Yes, we call it as class frequency. So midpoint, okay, midpoint of the class is obtained. How will we obtain the midpoint? By adding upper and lower limit and dividing it by 2, obviously. In histogram, the classes are taken as overlapping classes. So that's why histogram is what? It is a continuous. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 means continuous graph without any area. The bar graph, we have area between them. Classes with zero frequency, guys, zero frequency means empty classes. Okay, we will do this. First of all, we'll complete this. Okay, fine, let's see this. First, we'll complete this. The frequency distribution. The frequency distribution of a continuous variable is continuous means, guys, group frequency. Consecutive rectangles. Okay. Consecutive rectangles in a histogram have no space. Yes, they have no space. So it's true. The space only will get in the bar graph. Mutually exclusive classification. Mutually exclusive. So guys, it exclude the upper class limit but include the lower class limit. Yes, exclusive means what? It exclude the upper class limit means continuous. And area diagram is what? Area diagram is a histogram. Ogive is a line diagram, bar diagram. No, none of this. Ogive is not that. Ogive is a curve. Unequal width of class. Okay, unequal width of class in a frequency distribution do not cause any difficulty in the construction of histogram. Guys, we have seen the class interval will be there in histogram, even in frequency polygon, because once you will draw the histogram, right, that center point, we will take that center point and we'll join, then we'll get the frequency polygon. So ogive which does not depend upon this class interval and all. Okay, most extreme values which would ever be included in a class interval, obviously class boundary, we have did it before also. Difference between the lower and upper class boundary, yes. Difference between the lower and upper size, width, yes, both A and B. Cumulative frequency only refers to, yes, cumulative frequency only refers to less than. Remember the thing guys, cumulative frequency only refers to less than. When all classes have equal width, the height of the rectangle in histogram will be numerically equal to class frequency, right? Because left side is what? Frequency. Okay, in a sample study about coffee habit in a 2 towns in year 2000, the following information was received. Okay, see here. They said town A, female coffee drinkers were 40. In town A guys, female coffee drinkers were 40%. The female who will drink the coffee is 40%. Total coffee drinkers are 45%. Means see guys, in a town A, the total coffee drinkers, the total coffee drinkers are 45%. But in that the female coffee drinkers were 40 only. So what is the male coffee drinker? Yes, male coffee drinker is just 5%. Correct? Because see the town A, in town A guys, total coffee drinkers in town A, what we have seen, the total coffee drinkers are 45%. In that female coffee drinkers are 40%. So male coffee drinkers are 5%, right? And the male non-coffee drinkers are 40%. Okay. In town B, male coffee drinkers were 55%. Male non-coffee drinkers were 30% and female coffee drinkers were 15%. On the basis of this information, the ratio of male coffee drinker in town A and town B. So guys, we have to find for the ratio of town A by town B of whom? Male coffee drinkers. Male coffee drinkers. So guys, you can see in the town B already they had given male coffee drinkers were 55%. And in town A, the male coffee drinker we have already found out it is just 5%. Because see, total coffee drinkers were 45%. In that female coffee drinkers are 40%. So remaining are male coffee drinkers. So male coffee drinkers are 45 minus 40 is just 5. The ratio is guys, it's 1:11. So answer is 1:11. So these are the very easy question guys, no formula, nothing, just you have to use, yes, you have to use your small brain. Okay, we'll come to the question number 29. See, the question number 29 is that type of question, very important for the CA foundation. For a CMA foundation is just 5 to 10% they will ask. But guys, if they will ask either in CA foundation or if they will ask in the CMA foundation, remember the thing, they will give the exact data. They are not going to change a single word. If it is 1000, so they will give 1000. 25%, 25. Each and everything will remain same. So that doesn't mean that by heart the answer. Answer is 260. Answer is 260 guys. I have by hearted it. I have not by hearted, means I have did a lot of time, so I know it. Answer is 260. Later I will solve guys, later I will solve. First we'll do this test questions, then we'll come to 29, because 29 will take a little time and your mind should have to relax. So we'll do all the questions, our mind will become relaxed, then only we can easily able to solve it. Okay. Test. Statistics is defined in terms of numerical data which is either qualitative or quantitative in it's a plural sense. Guys, singular sense means collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation. Plural sense means this, in terms of numerical data which is either qualitative or quantitative. Statistics is concerned with the colors of petal. Guys, colors means what? Yes, colors means attribute, because it is a qualitative. Data collected on religion from the census, with the help of census, it is the primary data. In case of rail accident, the appropriate method of collection data is mailed question. No, who will do mail? Direct observation, we can't do the direct observation there, right? Using secondary data, no. The thing is guys, rail accident means what? Natural calamity. Sorry. Rail accident means you will go directly personal, right, interview, because you will reach to the person, you will ask them. Okay. Internal consistency of the collected data can be checked when internal data are given, external data are given, two or more series are given, a number of related series are given. The accuracy and consistency of data can be verified by scrutiny of data. Yes, true. Okay, stub of the table is what, guys? Stub of the table is left part rows. The left part of the table describing the rows. Okay, caption is right part column. Which of the following statement is true for tabulation? So statistical analysis of data requires tabulation. Yes, it requires. Then only we can able to draw the graph. It facilitates comparison between rows and column. Obviously, guys, in table we have a rows, we have a column. Sorry, we have a column, we have a rows. So we will compare in between the columns and rows. Diagrammatic representation of data requires tabulation. Yes, obviously, with the help of tabulation, then only we can able to draw it graphically. So answer is all of these. The line chart that uses logarithm. Guys, logarithm means it will be a logarithmic or ratio chart. Multiple axis chart is applied for multiple axis, guys, two or more related time series when the variables in the different unit. Because multiple axis, multiple line means same unit. Yes. Bar chart is what? Bar chart is comparing different components of the variable. Okay, bar chart is this, guys, the relation of different components to the table. Bar chart means the relation of different components to the table. Grouped frequency. Okay, grouped frequency distribution is discrete variable. Which of the following is one dimensional? Obviously, one dimension is what? Bar diagram is one dimension. For a particular class boundary, the less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequency add up to obviously total frequency. Graphs can be useful for showing the trends. Yes. Add visual appeal to. Yes. Business report, making comparison. Yes. All of the above. Relative frequency of a particular. Yes. This is very important. Lies between 0 and 1. Mean of a distribution dash graphically. Guys, mean cannot be obtained graphically. Mean is what? Average. You will obtain by average method. Frequency curve and frequency polygon are obtained from histogram. Yes, true. Okay. 19 number. A sample study of people of an area revealed that total number of women were 40%. Guys, see, total number of women were 40%. So male is, see, they are talking about percent. So what is the total percent? Obviously, we know total percent is 100%, right? Total percent means what, guys? Total percent is 100%. They said total number of women were 40%. Guys, total number of women is 40%. So remaining is male. So how much the male? 100 minus 40% is remaining 60% are male. And the percentage of coffee drinkers were 45 as a whole. So percentage of coffee drinker, the 45% only drink coffee as a whole. Remaining 55% they will not drink coffee. And the percentage of male coffee drinker was 20. See, the percentage of coffee drinker were 45%. So total percent, total percent of coffee drinker were 45. In that the male coffee drinker is 20%. The female coffee drinker is 45 minus 20 is 25%. Correct. See, the total percent who will drink the coffee is 45%. In that the male coffee drinker was 25%. So female coffee drinker is, sorry, male coffee drinker was 20%. So female means 45 minus 20. So female is 25%. What was the percentage of female non-coffee drinker? Female non-coffee drinker. Okay, so guys, see here. Total number of women are 40%. Total number of women is how much? Is 40%. So in that, they said the percentage of female who drink the coffee is 25%. So they said what was the percentage of female non-coffee drinker? We will minus 14, 40 minus 25 is 15. Answer is 15%. Obviously total women is 40. In that, the female, the coffee drinker is 25, because 45 is total. In that 20 is men. So 45 minus 20 is 25. Then 40 is total, in which 25 the female will drink coffee. The remaining 15% those who will not drink the coffee. So see guys, here we should not have to apply any formula, just we have to use our small brain. Yes. Okay. Cost of car in the month under the head over head, raws material, labor, direct production and other are they are given 112, 120, 135 and 123. What is the difference between the central angle? Yeah, central angle means pi angle. So this term already we have did before this type of questions. They say difference between the largest and smallest component. The difference between the largest and smallest component. The right, largest is what? 135. Smallest is 112. So difference is what? 135 minus 112. So the difference between the largest and smallest component is 23. The difference between the largest and smallest component is 23 divided by the whole components, right? The total values 112 plus 120 plus 135 plus 123. We are getting 490 into 360. So we'll do it. 23 divided by 490, whatever you are getting, into 360. So it is 16.89. 16.89 degrees. So approx it is 70. Yeah. The number of accidents for 7 days in a locality are given below. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What is the number of cases when 3 or less accidents occurred? Guys, 3 or less. So 3 or less means we will include the 3 also, because they said 3 or less. Before they have asked just less than 3. So we have added 1 and 2. Here they have said 3 or less. So 3 or less means we'll add the 0, 1, 2, 3. So 5 plus 9, 14. 14 plus 2, 16 plus 1, 17. Answer is 70. Then find the number of observation between 200 and 250. So you have to find the observation between 200 and 250. The observation between, guys, 200 and 250. See, more than 200 is 56. More than 250 is 38. So we have to find between 200 and 250. So between 200 and 250. So more than 200 is 56. More than 250 is 38. So we will not take the more than 250, right? More than 250 we don't care. So we have to take between 200 and 250. So between 200 and 250 is what? More than 200. 56. Because here this is more than 250. We are not going to consider more than 250. So remaining is 56. Answer is 56. Okay. Next number. The following data relate to the marks of 48 students in the statistics. Okay. What are the frequency density of the class interval? Guys, frequency density is what? The formula of frequency density is C. Frequency density is frequency of the class divided by class width. Frequency of the class divided by class width. So they said what are the frequency density of the class interval 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59. So frequency of the class divided by class width. So class width is what? 10. Don't think it is 9, because guys we have to include from 30 to 39. So 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. It is 10. Class width is 10. Now we have to find the class frequency. So 30 to 39. We'll take the values which is 30 to 39. So 30 to 39 is, here we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is 9 by 10. So 9 divided by 10 is 0.9. So 0.9, 0.90. Yeah. That's it. Then again you have to do 40 to 49. So once you got, okay, so answer is 0.9. Otherwise, see, 40 to 49 means again the width of the class is 10. Now we have to find the class frequency. So 40 to 49 is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it is 11 divided by 10. You are getting 1.1. So see, 1.1. So answer is D. If you were interested in comparing the average earning and interest expense for IBM with average earning and interest risk, oh, so if you are interested in comparing, right, you have to compare. The line diagram is not for comparing. Pie chart, no. Time series is a bar graph where we can compare. You can see here, guys, I will show you the bar graph, like a bar graph or like a histogram where we can compare. See, like this, the bar diagram, we can compare the percentage of boys and girls, correct? Or we can compare like this. See, Indian import export, so we can compare. So that is the comparison, means we are going to tick the yes bar graph for the comparison. Unequal width of a classes in the frequency distribution do not cause any difficulty. Obviously, OGIF, it does not depend upon the width of the class. For the given data, calculate frequency density for the class 60 to 70. Guys, frequency density, formula frequency density, yes. Frequency of the class 19 divided by class width, it is 10. So 1.9, yes, answer is 1.9. Next, except the first and last, all other class boundaries lie midway between the upper limit of the class and lower limit of the next. Yes, they will lie in the midway, correct? For the construction of group frequency distribution from the given data dash are used class limit. For group we have a class limit. See, class boundary is not given, we are going to take the class limit. For obtaining frequency polygon, we join successive point whose abscisca represent the corresponding class frequency. False, guys. Abscisca and all we don't will see. Okay. The curve obtained, so we are talking about the curve obtained by joining the point whose x coordinates are upper limit of the class interval and y coordinates are the cumulative frequency. Oh, curve. So this is, guys, it's a OGIF. See, when the question is the curve obtained by joining the points whose x coordinates are upper limit and the y coordinates are cumulative frequency, it is OGIF. So guys, you have to remember this much, it's very important. So this is the done for all. I know one question is remaining. Now we'll start the solving that question. Okay, So guys, for this question you have to keep your mind relaxed and understand the concept very clearly. Basically guys, as till now we have what we have seen, till now we have seen that whatever the question they have asked, the numerical questions in this chapter number 1, what we have did, we have not applied any formula, just we have, yes, we have used the proper concept, which is the basic concept, and we are going to get the answers. So let's see for the question number 29, very important. They said out of 1,000 peoples, how many peoples are there? Total is guys 1,000 peoples. 25% were industrial worker. Okay, in that they have a divided in industrial worker. So out of 1,000 guys, 25% were industrial workers. So out of 1,000, 25% means, what is the 25% of 1,000? 25% means 25 divided by 100, whatever you will get, into 1,000. Yes, 250. 25% of 1,000 is 250. So total person is how much guys? Total person is 1,000 persons. Okay, total person is 1,000 person. In that 25% were industrial worker, means industrial worker is 250. Out of 1,000 persons, 250 are industrial worker and the rest were agricultural workers. So guys, rest are agriculture workers. Rest are agriculture workers. Next are agricultural workers. Guys, see, 1,000 peoples are there. Yes, I get to know. 1,000 peoples are there, in which 25% were industrial worker. Means 1,000 peoples are there, in which 250 are industrial worker and rest all are agricultural workers. So what is the rest? In 1,000, 250 are industrial. So 1,000 minus 250 is, the rest are 750, right? So 750 are agricultural workers. Till here the concept are clear. They said 300 persons enjoyed the World Cup matches on TV. So guys, we know that 300 persons enjoyed the matches. Tick means they have seen the matches. So 300 persons enjoyed the matches on TV. 30% of the people who had not watched World Cup matches were industrial workers. Okay guys, see, total number of person is how much? Yes, total number of person is 1,000. In that guys, they said 300 persons enjoyed World Cup matches on TV. How many enjoyed? 300 enjoyed the World Cup matches on the TV. So how many people who had not watched World Cup matches? How many people are there who had not watched? Yes. So total are 1,000 people, in which 300% have watched the World Cup matches. So how many is there who have not watched the World Cup matches? So from 1,000 we will minus the 300. So remaining 700 who have not watched the World Cup matches. Understand till here? Yes sir. What guys they have said till now? Till now they have said that total is 1,000 persons. In 1,000 person, 25% were industrial worker. Means out of 1,000 persons, 250 persons were industrial worker and remaining are agricultural worker. So 1,000 minus 250 is 750. The remaining 750 is agricultural workers. Okay, 1,000 persons are there, in which the industrial worker is 25%, means 250, and the rest is agricultural worker. The rest is means 1,000 minus 250, 750 are the rest agricultural worker. Okay, very good. Then they said 300 person who watched the World Cup match. 300 person who watched the World Cup match. So total person is how much? 1,000. From 1,000, 300 person watched the World Cup match. So how many have not watched the World Cup match? 1,000 minus 300 means 700 who have not watched the World Cup match, right? Yes. They said 30% of the people who had not watched World Cup matches were industrial worker. So what they said, the 30% of the people who had not watched the World Cup matches. So who had not watched the World Cup matches, guys? 700 people who have not watched the World Cup matches. So in that 700 people, 30% of the people who had not watched World Cup matches were industrial worker. So how many industrial worker are there? 30% who have not watched the World Cup matches. So those who have not watched the World Cup matches is 700. So guys, 30% of 700 we know how to find. 30% means, yes, 30 by 100. 30% of 700. 30% of 700. So 30% means 30 by 100. Off means what? In mathematics, off means multiply. It's not off. Off means multiply. So 30% of 700. Once you will do this, 0 0 0 will get cancelled. 7 is 21. 210 means, see what they said. They said 30% of the people who had not watched World Cup matches were industrial worker. Means 700 are the total person who have not watched the World Cup match. So in 700, 30% means 210 are the people who had not watched the World Cup matches are industrial workers. So 210 are the industrial worker who had not watched the World Cup matches. So how many is the agricultural worker who had not watched the World Cup matches? So total those who have not those who have not watched the World Cup matches is 700. From that we will minus the 210 are the 210 are the industrial worker who had not watched the match. So minus 210 means 490 are the agricultural worker who had not watched the match. Okay, they asked what is the number of agricultural workers who had enjoyed World Cup matches on TV, who had enjoyed World Cup matches on TV. Very good. Okay, guys, what they have asked that what is the number of agricultural workers who had enjoyed watching, okay, who had enjoyed watching the World Cup matches. So what is the total number of agricultural workers? So total number of agricultural worker is 750, correct? Yes, total number of agricultural worker is 750. They said we have to find the number of agricultural worker who had enjoyed World Cup. The number of agricultural workers who had enjoyed the World Cup matches. So guys, see, total is 750. Out of 750, 490 those who have not enjoyed. So we will remove that. From 750 we will remove the 490. So 750 is the total agricultural workers. From that we will remove the 490 agricultural workers who have not enjoyed watching the World Cup matches. So when we remove this, we will get the 260, means these are the remaining agricultural workers who had enjoyed World Cup matches. So this is important, guys, and this is the important. Okay, and you have to, what you have to use here, guys? Yes, you have to use your small brain. If you use the small brain, you are going to what? Yes, wait a minute. Yes, you are going to get the answer if you use the small brain. So guys, this is the done for the chapter number 1, statistical description of data. In the last video we have did the one shot of all the theory parts of statistical description of data. In this video we have did all the 130 questions of all the different types and different varieties. Everything we have did for the statistical description of data. In the next class we are going to start the one shot of the chapter 2, that is measures of central tendency. Very easy, very interesting. We are going to do a one shot. And guys, I am telling you once again, remember one thing in your mind. For you, in the measures of central tendency and measures of dispersion, these are the two chapters where you have a grouped and ungrouped both questions. So remember the thing, for you guys, grouped questions are not there. For you, grouped questions are not there. Only ungrouped questions are there. So please don't prepare for the grouped questions. If you will prepare for the grouped questions, what will happen? Yes, it will lead to the second attempt. Okay, So thank you guys, bye bye, keep on doing, and if you find it like interesting, the important, you can share to your friend also, and please like the videos and comment that you have understand everything. Just comment it. Okay, so it will give the boost up, it will give the energy. So thank you guys, bye bye, we'll meet in the next video, so take care.